Good afternoon, Pebbles. Out on the horse trail, I just left the dogs out, the girls, and they went one direction and I came out on the horse path. And I got enough dirt on my face. It ain't funny. I put some off on and the dogs are playing and I got a dirty mustache. And I don't have a mustache. That's all dirt. Been out working, that's why I got a hat on. Been out working all day. And it doesn't look like I'm getting rid of my dirty ass mustache. Yes, I say bad words, and yes, you're going to hear them. Been cleaning up my yard and trying to decide what I want to do. I realized that, it's been a year. The 6th of next month was my... Here comes Bella. The 6th of next month was my departure from where I left last year. And the 5th is when I left. Hi, Bella. Oh, come over here and attack me? How dare you? It will be April 19th. Will be the 1-year anniversary for me being able to get my trailer. I didn't get it sooner because I was trying to get land and a house before my departure date, the 6th of a year ago, of April. And I wasn't able to find a house because the ex-husband, who was still married to me at the time, wouldn't co-sign. He wouldn't do anything to help either one of us. Well, that's one of the reasons why he got the divorce, but there's multiple reasons. Now, just put it this way, the marriage was broken. So, I was working up until about this time, and I quit because I had to pull what resources I could. I'm on the horse path. I have no idea what's dragging this stuff back here. And there's Lily. But I was trying to pull all my resources. I had put out a lot of money for a couple different things. One was for court. Well, 2 courts. One was to get myself out of there ASAP. So, with me having to pull all the resources and everything that I had to do. Thanks, Bella. I put myself in a rush and a bit of a bind. But I left there because I didn't take the chance of buying a trailer right off the bat because I was denied loans unless I needed a co-signer for everything, the house, the property, stuff like that. Well, the 19th was when I left Bluntstown and came back towards Tallahassee, Midway area. And I had found that I could afford, with my little income, a little camper. So that's what I've been, me and the pack have been staying in for the past year. So I was able to get the trailer on my own, where the I assumed I couldn't do anything without his help. And I ended up finding out I was able to get the trailer without his help. December of last year, I started having truck issues. Still can't figure out what's wrong with the old truck, the 2019. I had taken it from garage to garage, and nobody could figure out. And they ran those diagnostic machines and everything Well, finally took it to Chrysler down here in Tally, and they can't even find out what's wrong with it. So I don't know where the girls went. Anyways, turning around, going back to the other side. Don't go too far from the trailer just in case I need a yellow scream. They can't even find out what's wrong with the 2019. So after the first of the year, there's Lily back. You're silly. And did you bring? Yes, you did, Bella. Nice trip. I wish you could have took me with you. I wasn't even certain. A friend of mine, or friends of mine, I should say, took me from dealership to dealership, trying to find a vehicle. And I found a truck. I really like this truck. And I don't go for Ford that often. I'm more of a Chevy, Dodge lady. I had my issues with Ford. You know, don't take it the wrong way. I'll stay with the big three any day. But I fell in love with this Ford. And the salesman told me I needed a co-signer. Well, at this time, we're divorced. And surprisingly, he said, sure, I'll co-sign for you. It's like, okay. So I told the dealer, let me think about it. I really do like the truck. I really do. But let me think about it. So I had to think about it because alarm going off. I still was hoping that the 2019 would have, figured out what was wrong with it and got it fixed. And nothing that came about. So I think the girls are running around circles here. So I took a couple weeks to make a decision. Dodge still couldn't figure it out, and they started blaming me, and it wasn't me that burned up the battery in the truck. I didn't burn up the battery. That was a new battery. I paid money for that battery. And he was trying to tell me that it was me. Well, wasn't. So, lost my balance. So, I decided to see how much, see if I needed a co-signer to get a truck, because just 2 weeks before I needed a co-signer from a different, dealership. And I'm thinking I shouldn't. I got pretty good credit. Been working on that credit since I was, my early 20s. Puzzled why I needed to get a co-signer. So it took me a couple weeks, but so I talked to the feller down here at Chrysler, and he says, you don't need a co-signer. So I had to negotiate and everything to get the truck down to where I could afford it. Ended up, I didn't get, again, I wanted this 2026, but because of the old trailer that we had to sell back to the dealer where we got the Catalina from, we had to sell it back. Have to still pay on it. But because of that trailer, I couldn't get it. I didn't have the funds for that particular one. But I did find me a nice, beautiful Dodge Ram Bighorn. So I'm had it since about a couple of weeks into the new year. So now I am debating if I want to continue trying to stay here with. I do have my trust issues, and I'm single, and I don't need to be bothered by people telling me one time that they don't have a problem with me, and a second time that, they do have a problem, and then they don't have a problem. I wish they'd make up their minds with if they have a problem or not. I don't even know what the problem was. Outside of Lily coming into her first heat. I can't stop it. I wasn't certain how old she was. I had her when she was a baby. When I was in Lakeside, I had her for a few weeks, and then I had to start moving around, so I'd give her back to my friends. And then they had her up until 3-4 months ago. I knew she was going to be hitting, not knowing when. I don't know her birthday or anything. And the next thing I know, she's in full-blown heat. And so somebody was ranting and raving about it. Que sera, sera. So then the next thing I know, she's out of heat and they ain't got a problem. Well, it's a different story, another story-ish. So now I'm saving up my money and everything, and I've been thinking about come the 19th of next month, I can take this little trailer and trade it in, or pull it out, or stay where I'm at. Decisions. Well,